Hey guys, Skylar here. That's what this vlog is about. What are you doing? Anyways, so I did a charity 5K and I didn't record anything because it was rather emotional because it was for a friend that passed away 2 years ago, and it wasn't really one of those things you want to record just because it's like people are sad, but then you're trying to have a good attitude because you're doing a charity 5K for a scholarship fund, because it was one made in my friend's name. So every year a student who graduates from the high school I went to that's going to the college that she was going to will get a scholarship. It's about $1,000 a year or so, I think, maybe, which is, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a whole lot of money, but that still buys you like a semester of books, maybe even 2 semesters of books, and that's better than nothing. But yeah, so went up to her college and basically didn't really plan out an actual route. They were just like, run around the school. It's like, okay, sure. And there was probably 2 or 3 other events going on at the same time, so people driving in, walking all over the place, and it was a slight mess. We ended up raising about $800, I think it was, just from the 5K itself, which is pretty good. Since the scholarship won't be given out until next May? Yes, so I mean, there's so much time left to continue raising. But yeah, I ended up going with one of my best friends, and then another person who I went to school with, but I didn't really talk to that much. I had French class with them, and that was really it. It was just one of those things, like, they were out of your social circle, but then once you finish high school, it's kind of like, wow, why didn't I talk to you in high school? So I ended up having a really good afternoon with the person because, like I said, we didn't really talk in high school, so when you're sitting in a car for 2 hours or so, both ways, you talk about a lot of stuff. So basically we kind of talked about our college experience and how it sucked for all of us, because there was 3 of us in the vehicle. So all 3 of us just like, wow, college sucked. That's just because all 3 of us did the whole, like, study, party afterwards, and we all realized that was a really horrible idea. I mean, I don't regret studying like I did, because I was a B student. I wish I was an A student, just because I want to go to grad school, and that'd be very beneficial. But that's neither here nor there. Although I did find out that the person, this girl, she also is going to grad school starting this upcoming January. And she decided to go to a school that didn't require the GMAT, which I didn't know there were business schools that didn't require it, like, at all. Like, they didn't require any kind of entrance exam, GMAT, GRE, that kind of thing. And I'm tempted to also apply, but at the same time, the school I want to go to is probably one, if not the best school in my state to go to for business. And it's also the cheapest. So it's like cheapest school, which is also going to be really hard to get into, or a slightly more expensive school that will probably be easier to get into and still give me an equally great education. So kind of have to weigh those options. I wouldn't even start until next fall regardless. If I did go to the school that didn't have the testing requirement, because I believe they're on a rolling basis, so I can apply whenever. Well, the school I want, you have to start in the fall because everything's on a rotating schedule. So if you start in the winter or the spring, it's gonna mess up your entire schedule because it's a year-round thing, and I don't want to deal with that kind of mess. Anyways, I'm in the process of applying for a operations manager at my job. It's a trainee position, so I'll spend a good 6 months training before I actually start training to close the store. I'll be trained to work in every department briefly so that I understand the workflow and could hop in and do something if they need help for whatever reason. And if I get it, it would be such a great step for me because it puts me on salary, which is going to be higher pay. You know, I then become an essential person, so it's kind of job security. Right now it's actually a really great time to advance in my company just because it's the holidays, so it's a chance to really show what you can do. And then I have the director of operations who's really pleased with my work lately, as well as my current manager who's really pleased with my work. And I'm at a point where I'm advancing in a way that is working really well, and I just want to keep that momentum going. Because I feel like if I just stay where I am, I may get stuck, and I really don't want to do that. So I've been in a bakery for 4 years, I've been leading a bakery for 2 years, but I've been in a leadership position for only about a year. Well, 2 positions for technically about a year, because I was a shift leader and now I'm an assistant. But now would be the chance to move upward. And I really hope I can get it, because there will be some tough competition to go against, just because, you know, it kind of puts you in a position where you could go almost anywhere within the company. Because an operations manager generally goes next into an assistant position, then assistant into even a store, or heck, you could go right into corporate. There's so much opportunity once you get the position, and I'm just going to be fighting for it like crazy. Thankfully, it's in a quiet district of my company, so there's a really good chance that I could get it just based on low competition. That, and I've been interviewing so much this year that my skills are pretty, like, dominant against other people at this point. So yeah, if I get that position, it means that I'll be closing the store. So I will have the daytime to vlog and make YouTube videos, and then at night I can go do my regular 40-hour job. And then once I start school, I'll be doing class in the day, work at night, sleep maybe for an hour at some point in life. So yeah. I think this vlog has gone long enough because I'm just babbling. Hope you enjoyed my cat sleeping. I fed him before this video and he passed right out afterwards. Loves life. And then we got this girl over here. You interrupted my video. So yeah. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye.